I've got the CTO ready to go. I'm ready to start developing the product. These are all things that we can continue to build upon and improve. The one big mistake is if we don't adjust based on the data. We get the data, we see what works, we see what doesn't work. Have we tried this? Have we tried that? Have we tried that? Guys, so in the last 2.5 minutes, I'll give you guys a quick heads up. On the last stream, we were digging into the most difficult constraints around this world record. Like, how are we logically going to get to the $1 million? And you know what? We made a tremendous amount of progress, huge progress. Unfortunately, we did not come to a clear logical path. Our goal, you don't win every battle, but as long as you win the war, that's okay. And yesterday we won a lot of battles, but the battle we lost was a battle of how the clear path and roadmap look to achieving this goal. I think we need to get we got to have that distilled out. And right now we're close. I can feel it. I can feel that we're getting there. But we do not have the answer at this point in time. So that is what we are going to do. We're going to go continue what we were doing yesterday, figure out with fresh eyes, fresh mind, 4 a.m. How are we going to solve the constraints of this impossible seeming question and challenge? That is what we're going to do. That is going to be the first thing. We're kicking it off with this. And thankfully we know that everything we've done so far in the product was stuff we were going to have to do anyway. So I was like, let's just get after it. We've made a lot of progress there. Now we've understood the research, all these other things. Here is where the rubber meets the road. Like right now, I don't know or have the data in terms of, we ran some tests for Discord to see, okay, if we just run pure inviter, not heavy incentives, just the traditional for people to join the server, it doesn't work. We don't get people activated. Now, we also learned a couple of other things. If we just try that approach and keep doubling down on that, that's not gonna work. So now we iterate on the approach. How do we iterate on it? Well, we can iterate by having a different onboarding experience. Our existing onboarding experience clearly hasn't converted any of the people who are joining into at least like chatting or getting involved. These are all things that we can continue to build upon and improve. The one big mistake is if we don't adjust based on the data. It's like we get the data, we see what works, we see what doesn't work. Have we tried this? Have we tried that? Have we tried that? Now we're trying the community thing. This is going to give us some more information. How many communities are we going into? Are we going into the right communities? From these sharing and engaging in the communities, how many people are actually coming in? This is all new data. They're definitely not going to be the perfect final execution plan, but we don't know what the final best execution plan is. And our goal is if we can find a channel that lights up and really starts to work, or from what we learn, find and test these other things that we wouldn't have known to test before, then we can begin to hone in on what works. And then we can get feedback, because then the people who get involved, we ask, what made you get involved? I've got the CTO ready to go. I'm ready to start developing the product. And so I'm going to have to do a lot of development, I'm going to be doing a lot of coding, going to be doing a lot of product work. Got to get this product ready. And there are some changes that we made to the core functionality of the product. So because of this, it's going to be a lot of product work that I'm going to be doing. Since this morning, what have we been up to? Well, I'll tell you a little bit about what I've been doing. We are locking in. We are getting ready to have some deep build sessions. Talk show.